Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a kind of end of pregnancy Q&A. I'm 40 weeks and 3 days, so she is 3 days late. And this is my first baby, so yes, I know that usually with the first, it's likely that they're not gonna come on their due date. I get it. I swear if one more person tells me, I was 2 weeks late, I was 7 days late, I was 10 days late, I get it, okay? But I've been on maternity leave all week, which I feel like was a waste of leave because I only get paid for part of it. I'm bored is my point. I've been sitting home all week, just trying to do some things to keep myself busy. And I thought I would do a little Q&A because I didn't do like monthly updates. I know a lot of other mamas here on YouTube do, you know, kind of monthly updates, but I just didn't feel like doing that. I don't know why. So I did kind of an announcement here on my channel that I was pregnant, and now here at the end I'm going to be answering some questions and just kind of talking about my overall experience of being pregnant. So that was enough of an intro. That is way too long. Let's go ahead and get started. First question was, what has been the hardest part so far? I think honestly for me it's been the weight gain. I've gained around 40 pounds, which isn't bad by any means for pregnancy, but I've been thin all my life. I've been a dancer my whole life, and so being in shape has always been, you know, a big part of who I am. And so just seeing my body like this has been really tough, and I am definitely looking forward to being able to do regular workouts again and get healthy and my body back and just start to feel a little bit more like myself. So I guess that's maybe been the hardest part. It really, pregnancy hasn't been that awful, but it hasn't really been enjoyable either, if that makes sense. The next question is, how has preparing for the baby been like for you? Preparing, I mean, it's hard being a first-time mom, I think, because I don't know exactly what I want. You know, I've watched so many videos on YouTube, and all my other mom friends that are, you know, have kids, you know, have told me things here and there, what they liked and stuff. But I feel like until you have a kid and can use all of these items, like, is a wipe warmer important? What kind of diaper pail do you like? Which kind of diapers or swaddles or this or that? I think until you've experienced that, it's kind of hard to really judge. And then also, like with the clothes, trying to judge how many of each like size for, I've only really focused on up to 6 months right now. So like a size newborn or 0 to 3 months or 3 to 6 months, like how many onesies should I have or how many sleepers should I have? And so I've got some stuff on backup that I've saved the receipt for, and haven't like taken the tags off yet in case I don't need them. But preparing's been interesting. It's been exciting, you know, getting her room together and just kind of getting all this stuff, but man, it has cost a lot of money. It's no joke. People always say, you know, it's expensive to have a kid, which I never doubted, but until you really have to start buying all of this stuff yourself and see how much it adds up, it's pretty crazy. The next person asked me 2 questions, and they kind of go together, and she said, did you go through any depression while pregnant? And then what'd you do to make yourself happy when you did feel down? I haven't had any depression. I've definitely been moody, especially this past probably 2 weeks, because I'm just ready to, I mean, yes, I'm ready for baby girl to be here, but I'm just ready to not be pregnant anymore. I haven't necessarily been depressed, but really anxious. When I felt down, just like spending time alone, which, you know, you wouldn't really think, but for me, sometimes I just need to like go for a drive or go run some errands, go walk around Target, and that kind of just gets my mind off of things, or, you know, takes me somewhere where I'm not just sitting thinking about, you know, stuff that makes me sad. That's not really helpful probably. But I'm more worried kind of for the postpartum depression. I'm not anticipating that I'm gonna have it. But you just don't know, and I think it's so common that that's more what I'm kind of concerned about. Like I said, I haven't really had depression during pregnancy, but I'm kind of nervous for what that might be like after. I know your hormones are going all crazy and that kind of stuff, so I'm kind of a little nervous for that part. Someone asked, are you ready? definitely. I just want her to be here because I keep thinking about, okay, how is it going to be like feeding her, and we're going to try to breastfeed, and is that going to work, and then what the sleep schedule is going to be like, and how tired am I going to be, and how's everything going to work. And I just want her to be here so we can just start a routine and start experiencing it and see what it's like to have her here. I'm very curious for how our dogs are going to act because they've never had, you know, a baby consistently in the house. So that should be interesting, but yes, I am very ready. Was it what you expected your pregnancy to be like? That's a really good one because I feel like a lot of moms made it seem like you're supposed to be glowing and it's just magical, and when they're not, when they're done being pregnant, how much they miss their bump and all of this stuff, and I didn't enjoy it. I mean, like I said earlier, it wasn't absolutely miserable. I wasn't like super sick all the time or anything like that. I did have some really low pains, but I got a pregnancy support belt and that kind of helped. It hasn't been the worst, but am I excited to do it again? Not really. We want more kids, so I know I'm going to need to in the future, but it wasn't that great. I don't know necessarily what I thought it was going to be like, but now that I've experienced it, I don't feel like it was as exciting as maybe I kind of had hoped it would be. Someone asked, what is baby Kane's name? You guys will find out very soon. I'm planning to do like a labor and delivery vlog, and obviously if you're following me on Instagram, that will be like where I post her first picture, and that is when you guys will find out her name. I'm between two, and I feel like I just need to see her. I don't know if that's crazy, but I feel like I just need to see her, and then I'll know for sure that this is her name. How are you feeling knowing you could have baby any day now? Anxious is really the word that comes to mind because I kept hoping when I hit around 38 weeks that she could come early, and so that time has come and gone, and now her actual due date has come and gone. So I'm just super anxious because like you were asking, it could be any day, it could happen at any time. I keep thinking I'm having some contractions, but it's nothing super strong or consistent. My water definitely hasn't broken yet. So I'm just super anxious because you just don't know until labor starts or your water breaks, you know, you just don't know. Oh, this is a good one. What was your reaction when you found out you were expecting? We were actually in Cabo on a trip last July, and Sean was still asleep, and I got up and took a test because I'd been a few days late and I wasn't sure. We'd only been trying for 1 month, and getting pregnant was a big fear of mine. I don't know why. I just always had it in my head it was gonna be hard. And so to get up that morning, take the test, and see the faintest of line, I was super excited. I laid in bed like Googling people's images of what their pregnancy test looked like and if my line meant I most likely was. And so I was just super excited, and I waited for him to wake up, and then right before we went out like to go get breakfast, I told him, and it was just really exciting. The rest of the trip, I obviously did not drink any alcohol. And even though I didn't know 100%, I was just trying to be safe of that. So that kind of was a bummer for the rest of our Mexico trip. But I was really excited because, like I said, we'd only been trying, that was the first month that we had been trying, and I felt so grateful that it was easy for us because I know so many women out there struggle, and it takes them years sometimes to get pregnant, and some women never get pregnant. And so that makes me feel bad when I say, you know, pregnancy hasn't been the best, or I didn't really love being pregnant, I don't really want to do it again. That makes me feel kind of bad for those women out there that truly can't have that experience. So I was very excited, but it's been interesting. These two are kind of the same. What was your biggest craving, and have you had any weird cravings? I didn't have any weird cravings, I feel like, because that's something I thought was gonna be super obvious, like, because what people talk about women having, you know, weird pregnancy cravings, like the pickles and ice cream and stuff like that, and I don't feel like I craved anything weird, but my biggest craving has probably been like desserts. Chocolate chip cookies are my weakness, pregnant or not. I love chocolate chip cookies. That is the way to my heart. I absolutely love cookies, but like I'm always craving like a milkshake or some cake, or I don't know why, but just sweets. I've really been craving. I've tried to very much cut down on the amount of fast food that I've been eating. I've only had it a couple of times this year so far, but I have had times where I've been craving like a cheeseburger and french fries, but I think my biggest craving would be desserts. All right, the last question I have you tried any remedies to get her out? Walking really is mainly the only thing I've tried so far. My dogs are loving it because they're getting to go on sometimes multiple walks a day, and that's not doing it. I tried to eat pineapple. I read somewhere could be good for it, but I think you have to eat it in like really large quantities, and I kind of just spaced it out over a week. I'm not a huge pineapple eater, but it has tasted really good, like the sweetness of it. So I mean, it's been yummy, but I don't think I'm eating a huge amount of it for it to really make a difference. But other than that, no, I haven't tried really any other remedies to get her out. To kind of just end this video, I thought I'd kind of recap what each trimester was like, because I took notes throughout. So first trimester, I did have morning sickness, and it's weird because I thought I'd be like actually throwing up, but it was really just like dry heaving kind of. I didn't throw up like my food and stuff like that, so that was really weird, but I did have that for a few weeks. I was very, very sensitive to smells. My husband was very frustrated for a few months because anything he cooked like made me super nauseous at night, and I'd sometimes have to walk outside because like the smell, I just couldn't handle it. And it was things he would normally cook all the time. My heartburn was really, really bad in the first trimester. I do feel like heartburn for me lasted throughout my entire pregnancy. First trimester, it was really bad. And then I'd say this last month, it's hit me pretty good again. It'll hit me sometimes in the middle of the night, and I'll have to kind of sit up in the bed and like rub my chest a little bit and get myself sometimes, to burp to kind of feel a little bit better. Also during the first trimester, I was obviously trying to keep up on a prenatal, and the first one I tried were these big pills, which I'm taking now and it doesn't bother me, but I could not swallow them. It would make me gag. Then my husband got me these gummies, and I hated how those tasted, and then I finally got a smaller pill that I finished those off, and then I think I finished the gummies, and now I'm back to the very first ones I started with, which I think are the Nature's Own. I think we got them at Costco, but yeah, I did try 3 different prenatals because the first 2 were kind of making me gag, or I just couldn't get them down. Second trimester was when I started to really pop, as they say. I started to have a lot of lower back pain. A heating pad was amazing. I tried to take a bath, and I'm just too tall for our bathtubs. I could not get comfortable. It was not relaxing for me at all. I tried it once and was like, nope, this isn't happening. So I got a heating pad, and that I pretty much used every single day when I got home from work. I absolutely recommend getting a heating pad. I tried a pregnancy pillow. I tried a regular like body pillow. I tried putting just a regular head size pillow in between my legs. I tried to get a pregnancy wedge. I hated everything. None of those, I wasn't comfortable with any of them. The pregnancy pillow especially just made me feel like I was like suffocated. I would say during second trimester was really when I didn't eat the best. I was eating, this was kind of during Thanksgiving, Christmas time, so I was eating a lot of junk, and then I kind of let myself go with the fast food. And so when January hit, that's why I was really trying not to eat fast food, because I felt like I was eating it too much. So I think second trimester is when I ate the worst for sure. And I also started feeling like her hiccups and some small movements during that time. This girl gets the hiccups way too much. During third trimester, I definitely had more energy. I was getting back in the gym pretty consistently, except for the last month or so. I did one of the blood tests they had me do. They found out I was slightly anemic, which I've kind of thought my whole life anyway, just based on some certain symptoms. So they recommended that I take an iron supplement as well as my prenatal. My hips hurt so bad when I sleep, and some nights it's worse than others, but my hips definitely hurt really bad when I sleep. I didn't get a whole lot of pregnancy clothes either, which I'm kind of thankful for, because I just didn't want to spend the money on them. I got some tank tops, which I'm wearing one today. I'll show you the bump here right at the end. The tank tops from Target are awesome. They're super long and very soft and stretchy, but the maternity like V-neck t-shirts, I hate those. They've got kind of like the ruching on the sides for when your belly grows, but they're not long enough at all. And the ruching just really bothered me. I know that's how most pregnancy shirts kind of are, to kind of grow with your belly, but I hated those. And then I didn't get any like maternity leggings or maternity jeans or shorts or anything like that. I've looked out that yes, I've definitely gained weight in my butt, hips, and thighs, but my yoga pants and leggings that I already had fit me still pretty well. So let's go ahead and show you the bump at 40 weeks, 3 days. So here's kind of hard to see, but there she is. So that's the end of the questions that I had. I did like one of those little things on Instagram. If more questions come up today, I'll answer them in the description box of this video, but I plan to get this uploaded right now because like I said, I'm bored and this will give me something to do. I haven't uploaded a video, I think, in over a week. And so I just haven't had like the urge to really film, but today I woke up and was like, I really want to put some makeup on and film and edit a video for you guys. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you in my next video.